Hello everyone, welcome to Miss Amy's Favorite Things. I am Amy Eversole, the Adult Services Librarian here at the Prairie County Public Library, and today we're going to be making Easter baskets, just not in the traditional way. We're going to be making them featuring a mason jar. A few things that you're going to need for this project is you're going to need some Easter candy. It can be whatever you like as long as it'll fit in your jar. This is a pint-sized mason jar. You can get some that don't have the writing on it or whatnot. You might be able, this is just what I had on hand. You're going to need some double-sided tape, some tissue paper. It can be any color that you like. You're going to need a stapler. You're going to need some scissors and a marker or pen. Now, to get started on your Easter basket in a jar, is first we're going to show you how to make a paper flower that is going to go on the top. So with your tissue paper, you want to do like 4 sheets. That way when you fold in half, you're going to have a layer of 8. So I've got 4 sheets. I'm just going to take and fold this in half. And I'm going to take my lid and I'm going to put it down on my tissue paper, and I'm just going to take my marker and I'm going to try to draw straight as I can, outline my lid. Okay, got my lid, and now I'm my circle drawn. It's probably not going to be perfect, but that's okay. Now, you're going to take your stapler and holding on to all of your layers, take and go into the middle of your circle and staple. And it'll go all the way through, and it will hold the pieces together when you cut it out. So, you just begin to cut it out at this point. It's tissue paper, so it is going to cut very easy. I'm just trying to make sure that I cut through all of my layers and I don't miss any, but I can still trim. And here's definitely one I'll have to trim. Now, once you have your paper flower, what you're going to do essentially is just, and I have several already here made, but put your lid back into your thing, and you're going to take your double-sided tape and put that on my lid, and then I'm going to hold it just so the lid don't fall back, but as carefully as I can. I'm just going to put my paper flower on top. I'm going to attach it. Now, I'm going to leave that alone just for a minute. And let's see. I think we'll go ahead at this point and show you. So you know you have all your layers of your thing. Now starting at your top layer, if you want to shape your flower, your top layer is going to have the most creases in it, and you're just going to you can do one layer at a time, you can do several layers at a time, but the more you crinkle that, you know, it looks more like a flower on top. It don't have to be perfect. You're just going to go and make some creases and some folds along your layers until you get it exactly where you want it. And I'm going to do this for just a minute, and I'll be back to show you what that looks like. Okay, we're back. See, I've got my rose attached, or my flower attached to the top of my lid. I've got it crinkled up about as much as I want it to be, but you can make however many folds or layers you want with it. Now, here comes the part of the chocolate bunny. Miss Amy almost forgot she had to go grab hers. So, when you're doing a chocolate bunny in your jar, you want to make sure that you don't get a bunny that's too big and it's not going to fit in your jar. If you're using a pint-sized jar, I'm going to recommend that you go with a bunny that's about 1.5 ounces, and it should fit relatively easy in there. And take him out. I'm going to put it right here. Get him to stand for just a second. And now I'm just going to add in some candy. And so you might just put your finger on him, keep him from moving around too much. So I'm going to add some jelly beans. I'm going to toss in some robin eggs. You might have to move him around and shake so you can kind of see. I about covered him up in my first one here. It looks like he's about to get suffocated, but makes it a little bit more fun. I like the different colors. Now you can kind of just see his eyes, but it makes for a nice little jar of candy. Now all you're ready to do is take your lid, tighten it up. If you smash your layers, you might need to refold them a little bit. But other than that, you can still shake your candy around. You can see it looks like he's trapped in a jar, but he's surrounded by tasty treats, so don't think you'll mind too bad. But this is just something a little less traditional or a new spin on an Easter basket. If you got a jar handy and you got some candy and want to give to someone, you can try doing it up this way. It's something quick and easy anyone could do. We hope you've enjoyed this tutorial today, and until next time, stay safe.